Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well and I hope you're excited for a brand new speed build today. So today we're working on a brand new apartment and we are on the final home run for this particular apartment block. We are building in Magnolia Promenade and we have one more apartment flat, whatever you want to call it, section left of this particular block. We had 8 in total. This is number 7, so we've got one more apartment left for tomorrow and then we are starting a brand new apartment. And maybe we'll do a home or something, I'm not too sure yet, but I'll probably do a poll later on to see what you guys would like to see tomorrow. But yes, we are working on the 7th out of the 8th apartment and I really like how it turned out. I think it's a really cute apartment, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This particular apartment is for a single mom and she's got 6 daughters. We have a teenage girl, we've got 4 children and we have an infant, so it's quite a busy household. We have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which is pretty good for an apartment in my opinion. And it's a very just like a cute cozy little like aura this apartment has. I don't know how to explain it, sorry I kicked my microphone. I just really like it. I think the aesthetic of this space just feels very like Sims. I know it sounds really silly, but I know I've said it so many times, I just have such a thing for yellow and blue in the game. I don't know why, sometimes orange as well. I just think those colours look really nice in the game. I'm contemplating getting reshade, but I really don't know whether I should. If anyone's got any advice on whether I should or shouldn't, or what ones are good or not, then do let me know, because I really would like to enhance my game. And don't get me wrong, my graphics are really good on my computer and, you know, the content still looks really nice, but I'm always looking for ways to improve. So if that's something that would improve my content, then I might do it, but who knows. But anywho, a little bit of the backstory on this particular family. So the mum, she's still in contact with the girl's father. I think they all have the same dad. I think he just doesn't live with them. I wouldn't say they're like particularly like in love necessarily. I think they were like lovebirds when they were younger. I think they met when they were like, I don't know, late teens, I'm thinking. Maybe like just after high school they were like out clubbing or something in Sulani in like a beach kind of bar. That's where they met, and yeah, they kind of just went from there. But I think he works away, so they don't really have like a, you know, necessarily like intense relationship anymore, but I think they were like really in love when they were younger, and they do have 6 girls together, so they still love each other, but they're not like in love because they've kind of, you know, had a lot of years apart. And I think because he does work away, maybe he's in the army or the military or something, so they're still technically together, but like they're not really together. They're kind of, you know, separated but kind of together. I think that she's still like heavily in love with him, and I think that he is as well, but because he works away he tries to like put his emotions on the back burner, because he does have to like, I don't know what he does in his job specifically, but he has to focus, and you know, thinking about his family is just really difficult for him. But I think he is still like totally in love with her, so maybe when they're a bit older and the girls are a bit older, then things would be better. But they do have an infant together, so I was kind of thinking that perhaps they were a bit more distant because they have older children, and then he came back from wherever he was stationed at, and maybe they had like, you know, a wild night, and she did get pregnant, so they do have a little infant girl as well. I'm not sure whether he's met her yet. I think it's kind of like a cute little story. I mean, it's kind of sad to be honest, but yeah, I think they still love each other, but it's just a little bit difficult because he does work away. But they do have a reasonable amount of money, but she doesn't really like to take too much of his money. She likes to kind of, you know, earn it herself, and she does look after the girls by herself, so she's very much an independent woman. But yeah, so the teenager, she is around 16 years old and she has 4 younger sisters. I think 3 of them are triplets and one of them is a singleton. The triplets are older, so the triplets are like, I don't know, 11 maybe, like 10, 11, and then the single one is like 7, 8-ish, and then we do have an infant who's under 1, so it's very busy. There's a lot of them, and of course we do have only 3 bedrooms, which isn't ideal, but to be honest it's pretty good for an apartment, so I'm not too worried about the space for them. It's pretty reasonable. But yeah, so we do have 2 bathrooms. This is the first bathroom, and also, side note, the rug in the other room, how stunning is that rug? We got it from oh my gosh, Adventure Awaits, and I forgot what it was called then, and I haven't seen it before. So if you do filter by colours, it definitely brings up different swatches that I've like never seen before. And one of the festive rugs that we got last year, that's also got a swatch that I didn't know existed, so we're discovering things every day. And I was also listening to Sims 2 music when I was making this apartment. It's just so nostalgic. I've been really trying to find some like Sims merch online. I've got a couple of things that have arrived this week that my fiance got for me, because I was like, anything you see that Sims merch, just buy it. So I've got a mouse pad that says Soul on it now, and I've got a blanket with plum bobs on it, so we're really expanding the Sims merch. But the Sims store is currently under maintenance, but it has been for months, and there's like only a login for like the owner of the site, which is kind of unusual. But I'm hoping at some point the Sims store will come back, because I want to get some more stuff. But anyway, moving on to the teenagers room. I do change this wall around a little bit, but I really wanted to have like it's not really aesthetic. I went to say aesthetic, it's not aesthetic, but kind of like a little nook in the corner of her room with a lot of like Sim stuff on it. So I did get rid of those, like, it's not called a pin board, but whatever it's called, because I didn't really know what to put in front of it, so I did swap it around for some Sims pictures, and I did put a Sims 2 poster up because I was listening to Sims 2 music. Anyone else start on Sims 2? I started on Sims 2 when I was 8 years old. My friend had it, I didn't own it, but I think when I was like 11 maybe, I had... It couldn't have been that long after, maybe I was younger, I really don't remember, but I had Sims 2 Festive Edition, which was like brilliant. I absolutely loved it. It was like the Christmas stuff. I never had like the actual original Sims 2, I just had the Festive Edition, but obviously it was still the same thing. It just had more Christmas stuff, which of course as a little kid who loved Christmas was like, yes please. And then I had Sims 3 for like literally years. I had not all of the expansion packs, but a fair amount, and I've got like a shrine of Sims 3 packs. But I would love to have Sims 4 packs as like a physical thing to hold, because like I've said before, digital downloads are amazing. They're much more convenient, makes much more sense, but I love having like something physical to hold, and I would love that. So if anyone knows where you can get them, do let me know. I have 3 of them. I've got Cats and Dogs, City Living and Get to Work in physical form. I think that was back in like 2015-ish. Yeah, it must have been the second year that Sims 4 was out, so I must have got them very early on, but I don't know. I'm not sure specifically when they came out, but it was very early, and they did have physical copies of them, but now I don't think they make them, but I could be wrong. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'm just yapping. But anyway, moving on, we're now working on the other girls' room. This is the triplets and the singletons room. This room is pretty small. I couldn't fit too much in considering there are 2 sets of bunk beds, but I think we did a good job considering. And that's pretty much it for this room. I just added a lot of kiddie stuff. I just wanted to make it feel really cute and cozy and just like a really nice space for the girls. I think they're all very girly, and I think the mum does her best to, you know, fit everyone's needs, but I think that they are quite similar. I think they all get on very well. I think the teenager is glad that she's got her own space. I think she obviously loves her sisters, but she's, you know, she's a bit older, so she needs her own little area to kind of express herself and be creative and, you know, just to have some independence. So she does have a separate room, fortunately. But that's it for the girlies room, and then moving on to the mum's room, and she does share a room with the infant. Like I said, the infant is under 1, and she was from it's not, well, just a fun one night with her husband. I think they are still married, but she classes herself as a single parent because he doesn't really, you know, help out with the kids physically because he's working away, but I think he does still pay for them. So, you know, what you're going to do is what it is, just one of those situations. But anywho, I am going to end the voiceover because we're coming up to the screenshots now, but I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll be back tomorrow with another speed build to finish up this apartment block, and then moving on to something else soon. So I will do a poll later on to see what you guys would like me to build next, but until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn the notification bell on, it really helps up my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for apartment number 8. Thanks for watching, bye my lovelies!
Time. You want my love all night. Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger.